The screw system systematically fueled our views different. From food consumed and bills being due, or lights being shut off in Bill's room. See, our train of thoughts are exactly that. Train of thoughts. Molded into numbers we just can't abort. I'm waking up by 7 and make it in by 8. Then my job is to have it done by 12 and take a 30-minute break. Then it's back to another 4. You do the math. That right there is 8. But if time will tell, then tell me why they say every minute counts or time is money. But shit ain't adding up when I'm paid my 40-hour drought. Now my freedom is no longer free. There's a fee. Like the cost of someone's life for having the guts to speak or taking a knee. And not for a certain race, but the equality they confuse with a racist speech. I wonder if red and yellow crowns protest against preschoolers for being overlooked by purple and green. Is that racist to each ruler? Let's erase the past and stick together like each tutor who covers the class for the teacher who ain't make it to teach sooner. You see, the only weapon of mass destruction is a president who has no structure. So he tries to build a wall and leaves out the mass production, which is a Mexican man who functions enough to build such as the Irish, Polish, and all walks of life. See, that's constructed. Your blood, my sweat, his tears makes the world we live in. But being taught as children never to speak to strangers is the world we live in. Now my only cure for pain is more drugs to fade away. The thought that in an hour I'm gonna need more drugs to fade. That's the treadmill syndrome or hamster on a wheel. Fuck it, it's all the same. A pharmaceutist is a legalized name for a drug dealer with license who can diagnose the pain. I wonder if the sky is blue, cause mine's is gray. I mean, sometimes a shade of blue to peep through, but mine's is rain. But what if my joyful days was rain, and all along I was taught that blue skies and sunrise are the best of days. Like being wealthy means you got to be rich. But what if being broke, your bills is paid, having food and freedom is the wealthiest shit? See, social media portrays a picture of materialism like jewelry, cars, body injections, all this to be accepted. But what if your flaws is your perfection? See, that's the question. My skin color is now a separation of job qualifications. Like, what is your race is now a part of me deciding how to answer on applications. And what makes this more evasive is the faces that gives the interviews are programmed to pick your places. Overqualified, not enough experience. Now your student loan payment ruined your credit with Experian. But don't feel bad. See, there's a homeless man who lost his leg for his country's freedom, who barely can make a living, but his country need him. So without hesitation, he joins the army, leaving behind a pregnant wife who's pleading, stay. But he's brave. So he fights with his team and leads them, but only to return to his country bleeding. Now this man can't get a job. Jesus. He sits in between traffic, asking for change, while your president is acting insane. This veteran joined the front line, and all he's asking for is change. Is this really home? Or is this really a shelter? You know, to keep you happy for now, then it's back to being helpless? That's the question. There's way too many gods now, religions and beliefs. Nobody believes anymore, only if you witness what you see. But when things go wrong, there's a million prayers for the hopeless and deceased. All you need is faith. That won't cost you but a thing. See, there's kids with cancers, parents with questions that doctors can't answer, like, is there a cure? And what's the chances of curing faster? While Trump is anxious to bomb the sand pits of North Korea, my folks in the motherland is frantic, hoping supplies like water, food, and Pampers are making its way in, and people of all human walks of life are getting together as one to unite, not to fight, but to ignite the fuse of caring we once used like sharing. See, all we need is us as parents to pave the way. Our kids are staring at every detail the news is sharing. Instead of criticizing the clothes we wearing, how about we be thankful for the clothes we wearing? But I'm just a voice, speaking from the heart. Just another voice. Yeah, I'm exactly that. Another voice that's speaking in the dark.